In today's Line 6 Pod Go tutorial, we're going to be looking at the looper. I'm going to include a YouTube video from another YouTuber in the description below of him using the looper because he's going to do it way more justice than I'm ever going to be able to. So you can hear how he uses it. But today we're going to look at the options and all of the different foot switches that you can use with a looper. So something to be aware of with the looper pedal on the Pod Go is we're only allowed 4 block spaces, and a looper is considered a block. So it's going to be essentially using a pedal. So I'm going to be doing all my stuff on the pedal itself. I'm not going to be using the Line 6 edit software. So let's jump right in. So we're going to add the looper pedal to here, and you're going to see 4 different options. The big difference between these is you're going to see the first 2 are mono, and then the second 2 are stereo. You can see stereo. And then on the left of it, you're going to see a 6 switch or a 1 switch. Same with the stereo option. The 6 switch is going to give you a lot more flexibility, more ability to really know what you're working with within the looper pedal. The 1 switch is just going to be a single switch that allows you to hit the stomp, and the LED's going to change color to indicate what's happening. And we'll look at that a little later. But right now we're going to hop into the 6 switch. So we're going to add that to our pedal. You get 4 different options, and this is the same for a 6 switch and 1 switch. You can set the playback level, you can set the overdub level, and you have a low cut and a high cut. And that's the options you get with that. So let's dive right in. So this is our pedal board. We have a reverb, delay, a drive, and then you can see our 6 switch mono looper. And the looper is set to A for me. So whenever I hit the A button, it's going to change my screen up here. And this is where the 6 switch option really comes into effect, is you have 6 different options, as you can tell. Looking at these options, we have the record. So the record is going to be the first switch for me. So whenever you hit it, it's going to start recording. And then you can start playing whatever you want to loop. And then you have a stop and play option. Whenever you are ready to end it, to end your loop, you just hit your stop, and then it's going to start looping through your speakers. You have a play once. What this is going to do, whenever you hit it, it's going to start your loop from the beginning until the very end, and it's just going to stop. You also have an undo button, which is going to allow you to undo anything that you may have messed up, so you don't have to restart your entire loop. You can just undo that recording that you're on. And what's cool here is you have the ability to change the speed, and full is normal speed, however you're recording it, and you can cut that speed in half. Something to be aware of too, whenever you're adding your looper switch, you have the ability to either choose mono or stereo. When you're in mono, your max loop length in full speed is 40 seconds. When you're using half speed, it doubles to 80 seconds. But when it comes to your stereo option, you only have 20 seconds of max loop length, and then with half speed, again, it's doubled, so you have 40 seconds. So be aware of that when you are choosing whether it's mono or stereo that you want to mess with. And lastly, you have a reverse and a forward. This was so fun to just play around with on my own time. You can record your loop as you would, and then you can reverse it, and it gives you an awesome reverse delay type feel if you're into that stuff. Something fun to play around with. And then to get back to your pedal board, all you gotta do is just hit the mode switch, and it's gonna take you back. And then you can go back to the looper if you want, or you could play around with it. So now let's look at what the 1 switch looks like. So I just changed it from the 6 to the 1. And now you can see that it's changed to the 1 switch mono looper. And this is where it's going to require a lot of memory, because your indicator of what's happening is now in your LED light. If you see the dim white light, that means it is not active, it's bypassed. And whenever you hit it once, it's going to turn red, which means you are recording. It's also going to highlight up here on your board that it's active, but red means that it is recording. If you hit it again, it's going to turn green, which means that the loop is playing back. If you hit it one more time, it should turn orange and amber. That means that your loop is playing, and that is in overdub mode, meaning you can play and record your next piece over whatever you just started looping. If you press it twice, it's going to turn a much brighter white color. This means that the playback or recording stops, and the loop is in memory, meaning your loop is no longer playing, but it is saved for whenever you want to bring it back. And if you press and hold it down, it's going to turn a dim white again, like it did from the original. And you can see up here that it's not lit up anymore. And that means it's off. The recording or the loop was deleted, and you can start over again. So that is all the options with the Line 6 Podgo loop pedal. Again, I'm going to include a link below to another YouTuber who's actually making music to this so you can see it in action. He's a great guitarist, so feel free to like his video and subscribe to him. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'd love to talk about this. This is something that I'm excited to really dive into and start messing around with different delay pedals and reverb pedals and just have some fun with it. So thanks again for checking out my video.